Alright, we have wild card day 4, which is the semi-finals. We have BGT versus VP. The losers is out of the tournament. The winner goes straight to the Swiss stage to match up versus the big boys. Let's see who's gonna be winning this match, yo. Not a single death. Oh! They got one death by the end. Oh! Beautiful ambush from that little small bush in the top lane. Woo! Eve once again. Just like that, it's a GG. We are seeing a 1-1 situation going into game number 3. Pali takes the turtle. This is still Team Red. Team Red takes the turtle. They don't even need the Lord, and just like that, Team 3 has ended, and it's 2-1 for Team VP. Yeah, this is where it ends, bro. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. 3-4-1. 3-4-1. Beautiful. They went 2-2. Where are the people that says BGT is not gonna win a single game, yo? Lilia ends up dying to waste. YSS is 1 HP. They can rush the Lord right now. Hayabusa going in with the ultimate. Is it gonna be enough? Everybody's 1 HP. Beautiful stuff by the Selena. Wilson ends up dying. Holy fucking game, what is happening? Hayabusa takes down the... Oh, YSS is dead. And just like that, they go for the base. And VP's out of the tournament.
No way. No way.
Right, day 4 wild card. This is the last match for Team VP and Team BGT. The current situation is best of 5. Both of the teams win twice. So the winner is going to be qualifying to the Swiss stage and the losers is going home. Let's analyze this match right here because this was a lot of going back and forth. So I believe we can be learning a lot from these situations right here. Let's start with the drafting phase and we go from there, right? First of all, we're seeing a Yuzong priority first pick. This has been prioritized in most of these matches, or either he have been banned. Yuzong is an incredibly good first pick. Nothing to be surprised about it. We move on. Team BGT answers that with the Gatokacha and Hayabusa. Incredible. Like, they're really good. First of all, Hayabusa is a safe pick for the jungler within Team BGT. We're gonna be seeing that in a couple of seconds. He's incredible Hayabusa player. It's a kind of a safe pick and also is good versus Yuzong. So right, you don't want to play a hero that is gonna be having hard times versus a Yuzong. Team VP answers that with a Grok YSS. Right? First thing that stands out to me is this questionable YSS pick, right? Hayabusa is an easy counter for you, right? So you're gonna be having some hard times as a YSS, especially in the turtle fights, the objective fights. But let's see the rest of the picks.
Yeah. I did not see this. Wow. Yeah, me neither. This is
a Selena pick. This is the first ever time that it has been picked during this M7 wildcard tournament. I believe this is a kind of a safe pick for this guy, right? Second of all, these kind of heroes like Selena, Franco, Novaria, they can be the crucial moment in every team fight because they are pick of heroes, like similar to Cho, right? If you're able to catch your enemies within your stuns, you're gonna be having so much fun time with these heroes, and it's gonna be having so much headache for the enemy team. So this can go either really good or either really bad. Hard risk, hard rewards picks. BGT bans ahead Ruby, normal. They're missing gold laner. Ruby is really popular in the gold lane recently. Team VP bans ahead Harith. This is the thing. Harith has a lot of mobility, right? A lot of dashes and all that. It's going to be really annoying for all these heroes to be able to catch a Harith. So that's a good ban right there. Okay, the last 2 bans. This is where it comes in to be like smart about it. Kimi ban, right? Why would they ban the Kimi? First of all, they're missing still a mid laner and they have a Hayabusa right here. Not a Hayabusa, a YSS, excuse me. Whenever you have a YSS, it's really good to combine it with a Kimi and go fight your gold lane in this scenario, right? And they banning out the Kimi, they're preventing them from all that. They're kind of forcing them to go marksman gold laner, which is gonna be easier to be played around because they have a Hayabusa and they have a Selena who can easily kind of target the gold laner if it's gonna be a marksman, right? Marksman is easier to pick off than fighter. Esmeralda pick right here. I was at the beginning questioning this, like, why would they ban the Esmeralda? But then it made a lot of sense, right? They want to pick a hero either here. 1 second, chat. They want to pick a hero either here or here, which Esmeralda is going to be high countering or it's going to be a headache to deal with. So this is why they go ahead and ban out the Esmeralda. So that hero either here or here is going to be having easier time. And we're going to be coming to it in a second. Let's see the last few picks. We have an Obsidia pick, which has been another one of them crucial pick for Team BGT to win. Both of these 2 wins that they got, they had an Obsidia and a Hayabusa. So they're going for the same safe lineup. So this is something that works for them. Why not pick it? Why not run it again and try to get the last win?
It's on them.
BP answers that with Lilia. This has not been picked in M7, but now Esmeralda ban makes a lot of sense. Esmeralda, if they would have picked the Esmeralda here, like as you guys can see, XP is still missing. If they leave the Esmeralda up, this would have been a really good counter for Lilia, and Lilia would have a hard time to do anything there. And Cloud is just a meta hero at the end of the day. I don't really see why not it wouldn't be picked. It's just a safe pick to be going around it. And Team BGT answers that with a Sora. Now, I'm not really a fan of Sora within this team combination because Sora needs something to be able to follow up on that. And as we see, none of these heroes are really good with following up on Sora's skills or continuation stuns, you know what I mean? However, they have the Garukacha, so maybe we can clear that out of the way. But yeah, the rest of these heroes are not really good to follow up on that. So I think Lapu Lapu would have been a little bit better in this situation, just to synergize the team combination better, but Sora is not a bad pick overall. Let's go ahead and see what is the things that we need to be like pointing out within these drafts. First of all, Yuzong, YSS, Grok, Lilia, Cloud. What is one thing in common in all of them, right? All of them are really capable of fighting and disengaging, especially the Yuzong, the YSS, the Lilia, and the Cloud. So they can be like going in all together and they're getting out all together. And this is going to be crucial within the team fights, right? Yuzong is a really good zoning out. So we have a zone out for the objectives. Grok is another one of them, really good setter and zone out potential. Same goes to Lilia, and Cloud is just a good fast pace hero who's going to be hard to catch overall in general. And YSS is this is a really questionable pick for me, but YSS is still a good pick in general, you know what I mean? However, here in Team BGT, if we think about it, we have 1, 2 heroes that are pick-off heroes. You stun, you kill, you get out. You catch with the ultimate, you catch with the shadow, you run, you take the kill, you get out. So these are pick-off heroes, right? If you have a Yuzong and a Grok in the enemy team, they're going to be providing good zoning out, so it's going to be a little bit hard for you guys to do anything to the backliners because you're going to get zoned out by the Yuzong and the Grok. However, you can be playing around that with positioning, which we're going to be seeing in the game. Positioning was amazing by both of these players, right? Without positioning, you would be having really hard time to do pickoffs and stun and run away, right? The rest of the team, Sora, an amazing setter. Gato with a beautiful zoning out potential. He's just a scary tank to be in team fights. He can somewhat counter the Yuzong and the Grok with his charge up. So it's a good hero right here. The biggest hero that you need to be looking out for is the Selena. Selena is going to be hard. If you don't pay attention to it, you're going to get stunned a lot by this Selena. Selena is going to be giving you a hard time. So your main objective as here is to be focusing on the Selena. If you can zone this guy out or make his positioning and like vision available for you rest of the team, Selena's not going to be a threat. If you cannot do that, Selena's going to be a big problem during the day. And Obsidian is just a good mid to late game hero, good damage dealer. And as I said, it is a safe pick for them to be able to, that they win with 2 games overall. But let's see what happened during the game. If you want me to analyze your personal own games in ranked or whatever it is, I do offer a one-on-one coaching session where we can go through your match and we can analyze all the details. What could have you done differently to be able to perform better for your teammates and for yourself? So if you want to book a call, make sure to check the description and click the link below. All right. We're seeing once again one of these scenarios. Selena is one of the best help in the jungle for any heroes because they can clear that out buff like in 4 or 5 seconds. We're both of the junglers starting out again with the blue buff, which means, as again, once we said, there is a weak side and a strong side for both heroes. In this case, which one is the weak side for Team Blue, right? Obsidian is not really a threat in the early game. Cloud, I think, can be zoning that out, so I think this right here for the blue team is their strong line. Wait a second. Hold on. Because they have the Yuzong and the Sora. So now you question, why is Hayabusa starting out the buff on the blue buff? And why is YSS starting out with the blue buff? YSS either want to invade this area and move their way down there and join into the turtle fights later on, or either way, what is he trying to do? He's trying to take the normal rotation, clear that out, and go into Sora to be able to kill that out, try to fight the Yuzong, and do all that, right? So let's see what's gonna be. What is the rotation gonna be after that? Because every game is kind of different for these junglers.
One more step. One more.
It's just momentum here, right? So whoever gets a good start is just.
Hayabusa, guys, look at this. Look at this fast pace. He took the blue buff. He didn't care about any of the jungler. He straight ahead went to this Yuzong. You might be questioning why. Yuzong is an incredible hero. If he's able to scale up early on, he's going to be a headache to deal with. So I think Hayabusa just want to deal with it early on. And he's still level 1. Beautiful early gank. Able to kill down the Yuzong. Pushing him back to the base, and just like that, he's gonna be less of a threat during the game.
I really say this, but I'm like, you know,
look at the positioning of this YSS.
Some kind of early aggression is gonna come through.
This is already
right.
Somehow Busquets like transition, right? That's the early rotation.
Too much
that's the threat that the
jungle already gone from Hayabusa. Yes, they got the early kill on the Yuzong, but in general, YSS was able to utilize on that and steal away 2 of the green junglers from Hayabusa. So it's kind of a trade. You take 2 jungle for a kill, that was kind of equalizing. That was a beautiful by Sora. Like, they cut down the lane a little bit, which is meaning like the minions are gonna be going towards the danger zone, as we said, like, because there is a danger zone here. This is everything that's in here is kind of danger zone. So Turtle is spawning at minute 2. If we notice that this guy is still not level 4, he's kind of forced to get into this area to be able to clear this minion so he can get level 4 for the turtle fight. But what is really happening, that the red team is really utilizing on that. They seeing that and before, like, they don't even go for the turtle straight away. They just want to really punish this Yuzong out here because he's a threat. Once again, if they're able to kill him twice early game, they're going to be having easier time.
It really disrupted the tempo.
Bad card. Trying to get level 4.
Like, yeah, he got code. He got level 4, but yeah, straight away he used his ultimate and he ended up dying.
Again,
and this is just going to be giving kind of a free turtle for Team BGT.
Boy, this is not looking too good for Virtus Pro. They got the kill, they got the neutral
yep.
objective.
Free turtle.
Lead I think so, you know. Gani answered first saying simple.
This
and he won with
Hayabusa is just onto this Yuzong. He's not letting him breathe.
simple.
Yeah.
But now in game
In
5,
this case, as a Yuzong, you should just, to be honest, stay back in the safe zone, right? Not go to the danger zone, because they're gonna be utilizing on that and they're gonna be focusing you. You're gonna be having some hard times.
went crazy.
Yeah. Definitely
Okay, what are we noticing here?
too well for the side of Virtus Pro.
What are we noticing, right? Sora is moving his way to here, so they're looking for invade. Yuzong is nowhere in that area. So it is kind of like a 4v3 situation right here. If they can take out either this green or red buff is spawning, they can try to fight over that. That would be a really good scenario for Team Red, right? I think they're noticing on that and they're really like gathering up onto this area of the enemy. Beautiful set by Sora starting off the fight.
Busquets Esports, I thought the lead would
An amazing jump from Gato Kacha. Following that up. Everybody just follow that. Oh my god, what just happened?
I thought the lead
Selena stun in the best moment.
be more. Oh, the combination.
Black shoes already used up. Pluto able to flick around.
And just like that, they were able to clear down the green, bro. They were able to clear down the green and...
As that's Wactor jumping onto Zara Egos with the taunt.
Beautiful stun. They're trying to fight over the red buff too.
That's a tech charge landing on one. Just Wactor. Sour still able to take the orange buff. Fatcott jumps in, but
Did they take the red buff?
goes in for the quad shadow.
They did not take the red buff. YSS still took the red buff. So at the end of the day, this was... I mean, if they would have took the red buff, this would have been worth it. But Sora still ended up dying. They didn't even get the red buff. I don't think this was worth it in this scenario. But high risk, high reward. I think this was kind of an okay fight. Like, there was nothing wrong being here.
Take the orange buff. Fatcott jumps in, but Kazue.
If there would be an objective, I would say this would be a bad fight. But overall, they try to contest for that blue buff, which is kind of an objective as well. And it didn't work out. They tried to get out, but Sora ended up dying. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
Even Kazue knocked up, has to use the shadow kill. Will have the quad shadow back out, and he will be able to escape as Zauer goes for the green cap here.
Oh, but look at this. Busquets, they don't stop. They keep on.
Potential big fight.
Okay, Turtle is spawning. Everybody's gathering around. What were we looking at? The positioning, right? Yuzong is out of this conversation once again because he was so much focused on the early game. Kind of he is falling back in farming. So we're going to be seeing an either 5v4 scenario or maybe Yuzong is going to be flying in later on and let's see what is happening.
In the second mutual objective. BGT, more control of the river. So they're taking
Like what we're seeing right here, right? Team Red is kind of like zoning all this out. So all right here, this right here is kind of their area, right? This is all Team Red. This is all Team Red. Team Blue cannot really get in, bro. It's so hard for them to get in because this Gato Catcher right here, if anybody would be getting in from here, they would be caught. If anybody getting in from here, they would be get caught. It's hard to get. It's hard to enter. Also, Selena has some traps in all these bushes, so it's just a good position for Team Red to be taking this turtle at the moment.
their time here. It seems like
Zoning
Virtus Pro
out
says, you know what?
and
Have the second new-
Team Blue just realizing that it's impossible to get in. They are not even that behind, but they just cannot get in because this positioning from Team Red is just beautiful. So they decide to give that up and move back.
No real
Free
reason
turtle.
for them to contest there because again, Busquets have already
Okay, one thing that is sticking out right here is the YSS positioning, right? YSS is kind of seeing that Grok is pushing everybody back, like all these people are going back, which means like Obsidian is gonna be going back to the lane, Selena and Hayabusa is gonna go back to the jungle area. They are going to be entering from this area right here, like either from here or like either from here, like somewhere they're gonna be moving in. That's a beautiful positioning by the YSS. He understands the flanking there, and he's having the perfect bush to be waiting for the enemy. Let's see what is happening there.
work a great dodge on the abyssal arrows and great rotation back to the bottom lane by
Just like that. YSS is utilizing on that gap right there.
Yeah. Honestly,
Going in,
a
catching
lot
the
is gonna
Selena.
work.
Traceless into
Hold
the
on, Selena was able to flicker out, so it's not the end of the world. And there goes the counter play, right? You don't always want to initiate the fight. Sometimes you just wait and counter play.
But now we still is able to get the reset on time. Our Ego is trying to run away with the help of the Petrify coming in from Badcard. They're able to disengage. Heaven's Wrath coming down as Xe
My
gets away
goodness.
on Pluto.
A lot of
With the
things is
help of
happening
the
here, bro.
Petrify coming in from Badcard. They're able to disengage. Heaven's Wrath coming down as Xe gets away on Pluto. Won't be
Ooh, Grog flickers out, but it didn't cancel out the shadow of the Hayabusa.
fortunate enough to
The
do
ultimate of the
same
Hayabusa.
thing. Identity. Xe gets away on Pluto. Won't be fortunate enough to they're able to disengage. Heaven's Wrath coming down as
So in this case, right, Selena is in the close form, right? You're already like low HP. What does it mean? What does it mean? You're low HP. They have a Yuzong, they have a Lilia. I think that was a kind of a mispositioning by Selena. You can just transform yourself, get back a little bit, and shoot your arrow, which is gonna be annoying for the enemy. But you being in this form, not really doing anything.
Xe gets away on Pluto.
And you're also moving towards this area. Like towards them.
Won't be fortunate.
You got caught by the Yuzong. I think that was just a slight mispositioning from there. Not the end of the words. It's one for one. One for one.
Identity with no flicker gets punished as well.
Wow, that's a very...
Grog dying there wasn't really anything that he can do. He tried to flicker out, but it wasn't. He was doing a good job there. Sometimes you die, but you didn't do anything wrongly.
important kill.
They look so fresh. They look.
You guys notice here, right? Sora is doing a solo push. But he's not really solo because Hayabusa and Selena both are giving Sora an amazing vision from all these angles. So nobody's gonna be coming to this Sora. And on the other hand, Gato Kacha is... Wait, one second. Let me do that with yellow. Right? So nobody's gonna be able to get Sora right here. So he's kind of having like a free push right here. Also, Gato Kacha is giving position to 1, 2, 3, and the minions are giving 4 on this. So this is a perfect position to be solo pushing, right? Other than that, if you don't have vision, a full control on the map, it's really risky to be able to push solo like this. If you have a vision, you know where the enemies are, go ahead and do solo push. Other than that, solo pushing is risky.
The stamina dropping.
Exhaustion starting the hit tech charge, canceling the AOG. Able to get him a kill.
Gato Kacha couldn't even ult out.
Watch Shadow will land on him. He has a black shoes. He has the rest of the team backing him up. Badcon might have to just play a cover Yuzong, which is always tough to do.
Yeah, and all the while.
Alright, we're seeing another Churchill fight coming in pretty shortly.
We're just waiting for this hero to get a skin.
Likewise, brother. It does.
So what we are seeing right here, yes, it is 5v4 because Gato Kacha just got summoned, so he's kind of out of this conversation. Team Blue is kind of controlling the map right here. I don't really like their positions that much. They're not really controlling any of these huge bushes or this one. This would be a really good bush to be in, especially as maybe as Lilia, right? Grok is doing an amazing job zoning out this area. Nobody's going to be entering from here. And Yuzong is flying in towards their backliner as well. This Obsidian is kind of out of position in here. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit tricky. But Sora is kind of looking for a play here. Hayabusa, on the other hand, in a very good position because nobody is giving vision on this bush straight away. This could be an easy steal if Team Blue is not doing anything with this right here. Selena is doing an amazing job with positioning. You need to be able to position yourself to be able to stun. You know, we are going for the long stuns. And overall, I think this is just a good position as being Team Red. Team Blue is controlling the map, yes, but they are not utilizing on it perfectly. Which means, if they don't utilize on it, you go for it. This is an amazing bush to be in here as a Hayabusa right here. And they're just doing a good job in positioning in general. Okay, Lydia doing vision on there.
Did not use the Petrify just yet. The Abyssal Arrow goes wide. Because racing for the angle again. Badcon needs to go.
Oh my god.
Use the Petrify just yet. The Abyssal Arrow goes.
Okay, one thing I noticed here, right? Everybody's going back here. Wait, let me change the color. Everybody's moving a little bit back. I'm not really sure what is the decision behind Grok not staying in the front instead. Especially with this Yuzong. Just go try to give this shield right here to the enemy. Zoning them out. Grok decided to pull back. And as soon as Grok pulled back, Cloud was going back a little bit. This Lilia, on the other hand, decided to step a little bit forward to this area. Now, this is a little bit danger because you don't have this shields up, right? Especially as a Hayabusa. Hayabusa can catch you easily with the shadow. You're getting close to the danger zone. Let's see what is going to be happening here. Again, Lilia is in a dangerous position. Got caught by the Hayabusa second shadow. And just like that, you're in the dangerous position. Use ultimate. That was not worth it to use your ultimate there. I mean, it was worth it, of course, but it was not needed to put yourself in that position right there. And just like that, look what happened. Team Red took over. It's not just they wasted their potential opportunity to take down that turtle, but Gatokacha joined in the fight as well. And now he's jumping in here. He's jumping in here. Now it's a 5v5 again. And as you guys can see, now this Gatokacha is creating a barrier here. He's doing a zone out, and it's going to be an easier job for Team Red to take this turtle. All because Team Red was doing a good position right here with the Selena. They had a really nice positioning. And Team Blue, on the other hand, decided to back off and lower that barrier right there that they had really strongly built up there. They backed up a little bit, and now they're losing out their whole positioning. It's all about map control and being aware of the situations. Grok ended up going back to the base. He didn't want to die. Understandable. But yeah.
Goes again wide, and Kazooie gets enough space to
just
go
like
the
that.
retreat.
Team Reds take the turtle.
Egoist. Bad caught with a furious dive. Almost getting caught by the abyssal arrow.
Great. Take control. Take over from the side of Boostgate. They were able to take the turtle, and Virtus Pro could not find anything on the board there in that fight.
This is how you kind of take control over the map. Like, let's say, for example, the Team Blue right there, right? They took the lead in the beginning. They control the map. This is how you kind of control back. Slowly by pushing them backward by your skills, by some poking heroes if they have an Eve. Let's say, for example, you try to ult, so they move a little bit back. And as soon as they move back, you try to utilize on that and, you know, gather that area. This area is mine. Utilize on that, and this is how you kind of win territories. This right here is one beautiful piece of set by the Grok. However, I know that you see the opportunity right there. That was an amazing thing to utilize on that. But your whole team is really far away. So by the time they're going to be getting there, this stun would kind of fizzle out. But that was one beautiful set by the Grok. Wysis is going in. Dragon is going in. Everybody's trying to follow up on that. However, the Sora creating an amazing counter play. This is what we call a counter play. Look how many people this Sora is zoning out, kind of. 3 members. So this Grok ultimate kind of becomes useless in some scenarios. It's never gonna be useless, but if this Sora would have not done a counterplay like this, all these members right here would have joined into the fight, and they're already like stunned up in the air, right? They would be having some really hard times, and they would be start to fizzle out slowly, right? However, this is preventing them to be able to join into the fights. They are not able to because they're busy with the Sora. And this is leaving... What is happening? This is leaving these two right here, the Yuzong and the Grok, kind of vulnerable because they're up against 4 in this situation. And now just doing the counter plays. Everybody's pooping ultimate. And at the end of the fight, still, Team Blue wins that, right? They got 2 for 1. So that was still a winning fight. But this could have gone way worse if the Sora is not going to do that counterplay on the back end of the Team Blue. Minimizing the damage, right? If you're already fucked up like that, try to minimize the damage. That was a minimalization damage. Like Sora sacrificed themselves for the team, kind of. Okay. What is really sticking out in this position, right? Look at the Selena positioning, chat. This is a one beautiful bush to be in, especially in a Lord fight scenario where your team is kind of taking over this area, this whole area, right? Gatukacha is doing an amazing barrier in this part, zoning out the people from here. And if anybody want to come in from here, that would be also kind of zoned out too. Selena, on the other hand, if anybody was trying to go in from here, or even from here, this Selena is going to be catching that easily, right? And let's see how this is going to be played around after the Selena positioning. It's going to be crucial, I'm pretty sure.
Solo as well, right? So
Beautiful stun right there on the Grok. They catch the Grok, sort of follows up on that, but they cannot be catching, they cannot be killing that fully. They're dancing around the Lord like for quite a while. Look at Selena making their way again, once again, for this bush that she already have a trap on. So she knows that there is nobody in here. And that's a really good bush to be in this situation, right? Also, right now, the blue team is kind of taking over. It is kind of equal, right? But they're kind of making their way to here. They're kind of gaining their territory. It was like before, like this area. Now they have all this area to be working around. So this Selena is going to be crucial here in this position. Again, it's an easy stun to whoever is going to be here. And let's see how this is going to be played out.
As Badcon tries to retake the Lord aggro. Bouncing chakras.
They're fighting for that Lord, but what is happening? What is happening right here? Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? Coming to who? To the jungler, right? And Yuzong. Look at this. Yuzong and Grok both are busy with what? Zoning out this area. This area. They are busy zoning out this area. They don't see the Hayabusa. They don't see the Selena. And this place right here is kind of vulnerable. This place right here is kind of vulnerable. This old place is kind of vulnerable. Nobody have vision on that on Team Blue. So it's an easy pick-off for so this kind of positioning that you want to be looking out for. As a picker, somebody that can pick off, right? Hayabusa doing an amazing job from this angle. Nobody's taking control in there. Selena coming in from here. And a beautiful, beautiful positioning. So just take attention to like, okay, what is the team holding up? What is their territory? What is somewhere I need to be, which can be really good for team fights, which can be really good for the team in general. It's hard to catch these like minor details and moments within the game. But if you're able to analyze this really quickly in the game, okay, they have this area, they're controlling this whole area right here. Blue team, nobody's in here, nobody's in here. So I can kind of come back from here. They were able to catch this guy. Hayabusa straight away targeted that guy, and they were able to not just kill the YSS, but take the Lord because of these small details. W Selena right here. And just now, the Grok is understanding that, oh my god, what is happening? I fucked up a little bit, right? My YSS got stunned. Yuzong is really still in his dragon form. He's not really doing anything still. Beautiful arrow, catching that guy. He's still stunned. He cannot be putting retribution. Hayabusa take that retry battle. And just like that, they start to fizzle out. Just like that, they start to fizzle out. Beautiful, beautiful positioning from the Selena. Like 10 out of 10. If this Selena would have been somewhere else, like let's say for example, let's move back a little bit. Let's say this Selena is with the team here, right? Let's say for example, Selena is here. Wait, let me do that with another color. Let's say Selena is here, right? What is gonna be happening? Do you already see this, right? You already see this vision here. If Selena is trying to come in from this angle, like the same as the team, your arrow most likely gonna be hitting Yuzong, Grok, or even the Lord. This area is really protected by this shield right here that is being provided by these three things in the bottom. Nobody expecting the arrow to come in from this side, right? So that was a 10 out of 10 position. If Selena would be here, this would have turned out differently.
Super and Gorka RX have got bad caught, jumping in forward, goes in, but gets kited away by RX.
Identity has been shaking game by game, but it seems like the time about.
In my
Like these are
head,
the kind of the macro and the position and the decision making you need to be able to have to be able to do like game changing decisions within the game, because this didn't only affect Selena positioning, but it affected the whole outcome of this Lord fight, right? They got a Lord, they got 2 kills, and they move their heads to extend their lead to even more and more and more and more. These are the game changing situations where you really did some beautiful plays, and your whole team gonna be thankful for that.
And hopefully there is a bit of slowdown, because you can see the arrow coming in and then just hit. He walked into it, but you can't blame him.
Yeah.
There were so many things going on from the front.
So many things going on. This is the thing, like they're not gonna be understanding this. Like so many things is going on. I'm not gonna be able to see the Lords, fight over the retribution, watch the map, watch what's coming from behind, watch what is happening in the front. Too many things is happening. Like you're just not gonna be able to be analyzing every single detail. So the more pressure you put in, the more hard times they're gonna be having.
An arrow suddenly comes in. You can't be mad. We gotta track how many times he's gotten this guy to catch up, man.
Okay. One thing stood out to me is Hayabusa positioning here, right here. Just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that. Beautiful Selena arrow catching the Grok.
Like, we gotta track how many times he's gotten this guy to catch up, man.
That's a stun right there. Sora not wasting a single second. Straight away, utilizing on that stun, catching the Grok. Yes, it's a tank, but it's worth to take down even one member, because you're gonna be having easier time to be able to push, to be able to fight if it's needed. 5 versus 4 is gonna be good. So they just focus on that hard Grok.
Games, I think Pluto.
And look again with the Hayabusa positioning right here. Everybody, what is happening, right? The Grok right here has been caught. So, what are we seeing right here? Lilia and Yuzong. Both are going from here. They were here like a second ago, right? They trying to go defend this Grok. They trying to go defend this Grok or do something with him. They cannot allow him to die like this. So they kind of pushing them towards them. So this is like what we call like baiting the enemy, right? Like, hey, come here, we're waiting for you, come. This is what they're doing. And Gatokacha sees that opportunity, Hayabusa sees that opportunity, everybody's just utilizing on that. Hayabusa seeing that, he's trying to go into the back line. Hayabusa see that, YSS might be also joining. I'm gonna be just targeting the YSS. He's alone, he's vulnerable. This position right here is what an assassin need to be doing. Right? Let's see what is going to be happening. He was trying to go for the YSS. YSS with a good reaction was able to get out. But what is it happening right now? This guy is going so far from their team. Now they left 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because Cloud is really far away and YSS got out. So there is no way that they're going to be joining into this fight anymore. They're dropping back slowly. Hayabusa sees the opportunity to go into the Grok. He's very low. He goes back to the Shadow. Kill that. Beautiful positioning. He's able to kill him and gets back safely. This is what the positioning did to him. If he would be coming in from different angle, let's say for example from the top side here, right? Let's say for the Hayabusa is here with the team, right? And he goes in from this angle after the Selena catches. Let's see.
How many times he's gotten this guy to catch?
Let's analyze different scenario, okay? Hayabusa is here. What would have been happening? Right? These guys are joining, getting closer to the fight. These guys are getting closer to the... Wait, let me change the color. These guys are getting closer to the fight. 1, 2, and even the YSS, right? So if this Hayabusa would have not been here, this YSS would have been an easy time to join into the fight. Wait, let me do that with another color. Would have been an easy job to get in. And the Hayabusa would have shadowed in towards only here. Maybe he would have been able to kill the Grok same way, but Maybe they would have end up losing some people too, because YSS would be joining into the fight. You'd be putting your Selena in danger. Your all this kind of things is gonna be turned out differently. So just these little details, bro. Like if you join in from a different angle, you're preventing a lot of other things from happening. Once again, we're seeing a Lords. Everybody try to gather around the objective. Let's see how they're gonna be making their position. So far, we're seeing 1 bush, 2 bush, 3 main bush, which is all in the enemy territory. This is all red. This is all red. They have some barriers in here. Anybody comes in from here, they know that. Anybody comes from here, and they know that. Anybody comes from here, they know that. Anybody coming from here, they know that, right? So there is just so hard for this team to make their position up to the Lord fight. And also, bear in mind, they're 5,000 behind at this point. 30 minutes in. So that's kind of a lot of gap right there. How they're going to be making this? I think they're going to be just giving that easily. They're giving that Lord, and they will try to defend. But let's see what is going to be happening.
Take a look at the zone. Take a look at the formation. It's tight.
Hayabusa is moving to a bush. I don't know what the plan is there. Maybe if somebody want to try to go in from here, that would be a coat. Oh my goodness. Especially because knowing the Grok is here. Sora is giving vision on that. They know that Grok is taking over this bush. Maybe the team is going to be thinking that this area is whole safe. So maybe they're going to be trying to utilize on that, getting into this bush. And Hayabusa would be doing some really nice things on them if they decide to go in from there. So that's another one beautiful positioning right there. Yes, they're doing the Lord, but they're not really the one to do Lord. They're just dancing around it. Like, as you guys can see, they're zoning it out a little bit and leaving it. They're trying to force the enemy to do some move. They don't really need to rush the Lord. The more longer it goes, it's the more beneficial it is for Team Red anyway. Because it's stronger Lord, bigger Lord. So they're trying to force out Team Blue to do something here. If they do a mistake, they just get wiped out. And it's going to be an easy Lord and maybe an easy finish too to the base. So let's see how this is going to be turned out.
Looking to provide information. Kazua is unknown, the position, I believe. Looking for an awkward angle or awkward opening here.
It's really hard for them to make their way because 4,000 lead is just a lot.
That is 80 seconds where he's vulnerable. You can pop black shoes, but if you're locked CC, it'll be tough. Kazue again, just...
Once again, we are back into the same formats. Hayabusa is saying that, okay, that plan did not work out. Let me move ahead and find another position. He goes back to this bush right here. This is a beautiful bush to be in. Again, we're having this whole barrier. This is all red. Nothing is for blue. It's so hard for them to make any position right here. Team Red is just trying, as I said, to make Team Blue to force them to kind of get in. But they're not getting in. They know that this is really risky. They know that this is hard to get in. They're not really trying to risk it. So
from bush to bush, getting better positions.
Getting better positions.
The Lord fight.
That's it. They're moving like up. Look what is happening. Look what is happening, right? Team Red is kind of allowing that. They had all this area right here before. And now it's switched. Now they have only this area to work with. They're kind of pushing back. And what is pushing back gonna be leading? Right? It's gonna be leading that Team Blue is also gonna be pushing in. This is what Team Red wants in this situation. And now they're really making their way a little bit up. And in this position, Team Red is looking for a mistake. Team Red is looking for a mistake. Is it gonna be happening? I don't know. Let's find out. That's one beautiful stun right there.
You don't know where the engage is coming in.
They're moving back again. Like, they're moving back and forth. Like, look at this, guys. They're moving back. They're going in. And they're going back. They're going in. Then they're going back. Like, they just cannot find a good position. But they're not falling for the bait from Team Red. Team Red was falling back to let them come in a little bit. Try to initiate a fight, which was not needed in Team Blue's scenario. But it seems like Team Blue doesn't want to give out that free Lord anyway.
all of a sudden you have a circle around you, and a Gatot is jumping on top. Like, he's got to be super ready with this Eason shit. He cannot.
Just like that, Lord is going a little bit lower. Team Red is falling a little bit back. They're kind of losing out the positioning, right? But this is what Team Red wanted. They wanted Team Blue to start the fight. So let's see what is going to be happening.
There you go.
Everybody's joining in. Everybody's going in. And now, these are the areas that we're looking out for. Team Red kind of have this area to work with. Team Blue is giving them these kind of barriers. But it's not really a strong barrier, right? From the Grok and from the Yuzong. And everybody following up. They're kind of giving this barrier, but it's not really that strong barrier because, first of all, they're 4,000 behind. Second of all, Hayabusa can always second skill and try to get that 50-50 Lord, which is not favorable for any teams. Nobody wants to just play a 50-50 scenario.
Control again. They gotta get it.
Sora is going in with a beautiful zoning out potential. However, Yuzong is doing the same. Both XP laners is zoning out the backliners.
Backline trying to go for it. Petrify to take charge.
Gatokacha following that up.
Now over on Kazoo.
Hayabusa is 1 HP right there, and he used the Retribution. So this is kind of favorable for Team Red. Team Blue, I mean. Team Blue. What is really happening? The Yuzong hard focused the Hayabusa. Hayabusa is going out of here. He's 1 HP. He already used Retribution. Sora is dead. So this is how Team Blue made their like back four. Come back four. Don't just see the opportunity and go in straight away, bro. Like, don't fall into the bait. Like, they just back forward, back forward. Whenever there is a good opportunity, go for it. That was a beautifully well-made team fight combination and zoning out from Team Blue. And just like that. Cloud is dead, yes. But they were able to take the Lord and kill down the Obsidian. Just like that, 2 for 1. Maybe even 3 for 1. 3 for 1 and a Lord for Team Blue. And just like that, from 4,000 leads, they shrink that down to 1.5 and they have a Lord pushing in. So this is gonna be vanished pretty soon. This is how you get back from a losing position to a winning position. Push back forth, wait for good timing, and when you see the opportunity, go for it. Lilia, to be honest, wasn't a bad pick. Lilia was incredible in there. Just like that, they were able to push the whole mid lane. First inhibitor falls down, and the whole lead is gone.
One inhibitor down.
Beautiful comeback. From 4,000 behind to be 500, almost 1,000 ahead, in this case, is absolutely beautiful.
This is literally tournament life.
Lord still up and available. Super Gorka is still quite far away. That's a wall placed down by Pluto. XC still able to dash away. Good Abyssal Arrow. Taking Bober to a quarter.
Okay.
XC still able to dash away. Good Abyssal Arrow.
This is kind of simple, but a lot of people would do it strongly. So this is why I'm posing and pointing this out. Hayabusa has marked the roamer. This Lydia is really low, so as a roamer, get a Grok. You're not gonna be running away and running towards this Lydia, you know what I mean? You just stay there as a rock and taking it all in. You can handle that. Don't go nearby your ally because they're just gonna end up dying. You see, he's just moving, circling around there while Lilia is running away. If he would have a little bit come closer to this area and he would be running away, Hayabusa would have transferred to Lilia and she would be most likely dead. That is simple, but a lot of people I see, they mess this up there, bro. A lot of towers has been pushed, and just like that, 1.5k lead goes to Team Blue, who was 4k behind not so long ago. Alright, we're seeing another Lord spawning. We're gonna be seeing slowly the teams are gonna be taking their positions. Why is this ulted straight away? Just giving the vision on everybody, so wherever they were, it doesn't really matter. They have a vision on everybody right now. However, YSS doesn't have any ultimates anymore.
but it's instantly Bober with the Purifying Black Shoes too.
So against the Sora, like you know that Sora is kind of untargetable whenever you use the ultimate. I think that was a mistake and a little bit rushed by the Grok actually. Like putting the wall straight away and ulting on a Sora who can always ult out and be purified for that during time. I think that was a misusage of your skills, especially before a Lord fight. Your ultimate is really crucial as a tanker. Wasting it right there it was a little bit tough.
Goes back in, Exy! Oh my gosh.
Look at the Hayabusa positioning. Hayabusa positioning. Every single member in Team Blue is pushing towards this fight right here, right? Cloud gun in, Yuzong is kind of going in, YSS is ulting going in, everybody is going in. So this Hayabusa is going to be able to flank what? The backliner. Exactly what an assassin should be doing. Let's see how this is going to be turned out.
Super Gorka with the blazing duet now. It's trying to go in. Mountain Shocker lands on two. The Vitacron coming down as well. Backhand tries go in with the Furious Dive.
And now though goes the counter attack. I'm not really sure why the Hayabusa went back in there. He had a really good positioning here. He could have flanked in the backliner there. But he decided to join in from the team from the front.
Almost lands. Great races to get away and petrify.
Oh my goodness.
Pluto is able to get immortality in time. Bober gets away.
Nobody dies.
No one dies.
Nobody dies in this fight. Crazy work.
Hit the reset button.
Bro, what was that question asking? Is this the
They're rushing the Lord.
wild card?
Wait a second, wait a second. They're going for it. There's no reset on it. But Kazue's not there. 16,000 health.
Zaur's
There's
there.
there. Has a retribution.
Kazue's here too. Mana Chakra there. They're gonna go for the lockdown onto
Ooh.
There. Has a retribution.
Beautiful focus by the Sora on the jungler.
Kazue's here too.
Following that up with this taunt from the Garokacha. Just full locking this guy down.
They're gonna go for the lockdown.
Unlimited
onto
stun.
Azar.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait, he had immortality. He bought immortality last second.
Immortality in time. Can he swap it?
And he escapes. W. Beautiful item swapping, making him alive again.
Kazue's here too. Mana Chakra
What happened in the backline over there? Okay, Grok was really focusing that Hayabusa. He went all in on him. Flicker, first kill, ultimate.
lockdown onto Azar. He buys immortality.
But he ends up dying, bro. There was zero follow-up because everybody was working on this area right here, right? Too much focus is happening on this area. You focus the right target, but in the wrong timing. So you end up dying, and Grok is dead. No flicker, no ultimate, no nothing for this Lord contest right here. And the worst is that your YSS is 1 HP.
Time, can he swap it out? Oh my goodness!
YSS end up living because he bought the immortality. That was really beautiful.
Black shoes, perfectly timed. Now back down with the Pierce Dive over RX, the quad shadow. Now
Oh my god, a beautiful
with the
shadow ult.
Sour recall.
It's not enough, but there goes the Selena with an amazing stun.
Arrow from Identity.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Almost surviving bad cop wave in the mid lane.
And just like that, it leaves 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3. But none of the XP laners and none of the roamers are alive. So this is going to be actually a hard fight right here. They're looking for rushing this Lord. Watch out this Selena in this scenario, right? Obsidian decided to rush the Lord. She's really strong to rush that. Selena's not helping with that. You don't need a help there. What you're providing right here, putting 1, 2 in these crucial bushes where the enemies can be entering from, right, is the cherry on top what you need in this situation. Also, you have control over this area, so nobody's gonna be entering from here, or if they do, you already have a vision on them. As an Obsidian player, as somebody taking Lord, you're gonna be having all that vision on yourself, so you can prepare for it whenever it happens. You're not gonna be getting caught.
Just pumped up.
They're doing it.
YSS is ulting, giving the vision. Selena realized that straight away, gets out of danger position.
This game went from 80 energy to 3.
Obsidian realized that too. He was like, okay, it's not really worth it. I don't have my Hayabusa nearby. I cannot be retrieving that. Let's just reset the Lord.
From 20 energy.
Still dancing around it. Still dancing around it. It's not giving up.
Five last match, bro.
And this Selena still being beautifully positioned. Safe arrows. Just zoning out the enemy. So you have some time to be able to take that objective towards your
Fourth. It's a slugfest.
side.
Rose gold for Super and Gorka. No
That
second.
might be GG.
He has no.
Ooh. Cloud sees an opportunity, but YSS is backing up. Cloud is going in and YSS is going back. So this is like a counter play. Whenever your team is trying to decide to go back and you go into the same time, you kind of do this like questionable decisions. Now this YSS is gonna be like, oh my god, wow, you entered, now I'm forced to enter, right? To be able to help you out or do whatever it is happening. So this kind of things is forced. It's not what you want from your teammates to be forced to enter to certain situations. So I think this is a little bit risky and it was a little bit rushed. Yes, you go into like 1, 2 people. If you can take them out, it's good. But if you cannot, it's gonna be hard for your teammates to be able to force in that team fight. You go in, what is happening? You get stunned, and just like what I say, look what is happening. Hayabusa is kind of forced to get back in not a favorable position. You got stunned right there by the Selena. And they're moving their back away, so it's not really a threat. Wind of Nature popped. Selena's on 1 HP. Yes, but you go back and you don't have the Wind of Nature anymore. Hayabusa coming in clutch from behind, marking you down. And just like that, clearing not just... what is it called? It is actually the Lydia who got caught, but you're up there as well and you don't have the Wind of Nature. Beautiful stun by ultimate by the Gato Kacha, following that up all because you initiated a bad fight right there. Look YSS, he's backing off now. That was not necessary. Look Lilia, end up dying because of you. Right? And you're gonna be next. All because a bad rushed initiated fight. A double kill. And this is gonna be a free Lord. You losing out the whole advantage that you built up and everything got vanished, and now you gave them back their lead that they had and a free Lord.
7-0 and
At this point, they're fighting
Crazy
for
game,
someone's
crazy game.
custody. I don't know, man.
they will lose all their base turrets. That is the
A beautiful game, like this positioning from the Serena, able to catch these arrows on the right targets. I wouldn't say that's the right target there, but there is no wrong target in this situation, you know what I mean? Like, both of these guys are dead. Your minions are pushing in, your Lord is coming in. Anything that you catch, in this case, is a good target, right? Let's see how they utilize on that.
their base turrets. That is the
Sora is going in straight away. Boom, 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 wombo combo. Ultimate stun. Able to kill the Grok. Able to kill the Yuzong. And just like that, leaving only the YSS vulnerable right there. He's not able to defend this. Hold on. Okay, Lydia is alive. Cloud is alive. Maybe they can survive a little bit more. Beautiful. They have one more chance. They almost throw. All because the Cloud, if we remember, started out a questionable fight in there, which was not needed. They have one more chance. But again, 5k lead goes to Team Red. Oh my goodness!
That's not over. Are we really gonna see?
That was like milliseconds. Bison get caught by the Hayabusa, and just like that, they cleared them out, and there is no way that they can defend that anymore. Beautiful game by Team BGT. Like, they were the underdogs within this fight, but they are just proving, but it doesn't matter. if you're faced by someone who's supposedly way stronger than you. You just make really good macro decision, positioning. You play around your map, like based on those decisions that you did with the Selena, especially on that Lord fight, and the Hayabusa with the positioning to target the backliners. All those little details, as a Sora targeting their backliner, sacrificing yourself so your team survives. These little details, which is gonna be giving you the win that you need, especially versus stronger enemies. Oh my goodness. Good job for BGT for qualifying to the Swiss stages. We're gonna be seeing some really amazing and even better matches during and throughout these Swiss stages. Let me know which one is your best and favorite team. Who do you think is gonna be winning M7? And I'm looking forward to break down more of these games. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.